Hank, our producer, dug this up, and director, by the way, producer/director. And Hank, do you have a camera on you so you can show people what you look like? No? No camera? Okay.
Take our word for it. He is in the room.
He is here. So, Hank, how would you describe yourself, how you look? He looks like a sexy Q-tip.
He's not the kind of person that Paula Deen would make fun of.
Not the kind, no.
No. He's not in any of those
He would
groups.
not be made fun of by Paula Deen, y'all. And so here she is. We got this video. Hank got this video of her. She was in New York City, and she was doing an interview in front of a live crowd, and they were talking about racism in the South and the Civil War. And here she tells a heartwarming story about her great-granddad, how he really fell apart. He was a slave owner, and how he really fell apart after the Civil War. It's really a heartwarming story. Let's start it off right here.
My great-grandfather was so devastated. The war was over. He had lost his son. He had lost the war. And he didn't know how to deal with life, with no one to help operate his plantation. You know, there was 30-something people on his books, and the next year's census I go to find, and there's like 0.
There's like 0 people on the book. Like, what did we lose, a war? What happened?
How do they hate being whipped or something? Why did they quit?
I got no one to do the things we need.
It's such a sad story.
It's such a sad story. It's such a sad story, Julianna.
He wasn't going to pay them.
No.
That would have been right.
Well, here she goes on. She goes on to lament. She's going to lament even more. Let's go. Play it up.
He went out, I'm sure, into the barn, and he shot himself because he couldn't deal with those kind of changes.
Yeah, he's like, you know, if I can't have slavery, what's the point of living, right? I mean, if I have to treat these black people like human beings, I might as well blow my fucking head off. Right? Isn't that what he's saying? That's what he's saying.
So she is blaming Lincoln for her father killing himself, basically.
It's so sad. Someone probably told her to, like, you know, try to humanize the story and make it, you know, let people be able to feel something when you're telling. And it's like, what? Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, really humanize your grandfather, the slave owner. Talk about how tough it was for him. So she goes on. She's got more to say about this, the tough plight of her granddad.
I feel like the South is almost less prejudiced because black folks played such an integral part in our lives. They were like our family.
Yeah.
Except they were in chains.
They were like, they were like your family, except we chained them, made them do work for no pay, whipped them, and sold them off sometimes.
As property.
Just like your family.
And often forced them to breed with us.
Yes.
Carry on
we
our
would
genetic
rape
lines,
them.
too.
Yeah, we would do that too.
Like
Sure.
family.
Just like
Southern family, maybe it's a different thing.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
you haven't spent time in Kentucky, but that's how family is. This is she's. Okay, it's it would be funny if it wasn't already funny. All right, so here she's got more to say.
You know, it will take a long time. Mm-hmm. It will take a long, long time for it to completely be gone. If it'll ever be gone, who knows? Right. I think we're all prejudiced against one something or another, and I think black people feel the same prejudice, you know, that white people feel, but...
Yeah, it's the same. Totally. It's the same. Black people are angry at white people for all the horrible slavery and stuff, and white people are angry at black people for letting them do it to them, I guess. What the fuck is she talking about?
I don't know how she thinks this is going to be received. I mean, in what universe?
Hey, everybody hates somebody, right? Everybody's prejudiced somewhere. Even Jesus hated somebody. This is what she's saying. Steve?
Well, she's a horrible person. Who's with me?
How many millions has she already killed with that butter and grease thing?
No kidding.
You know?
Right.
She's a mass murderer in addition to a racist.
She was, well, here she's going to prove to you Here she's going to prove to you that she's not a racist. She's going to, well, here, we'll show it right now.
I have a young man in my life, and his name is Hollis Johnson, and he's black as that board.
Isn't he here? Is Hollis
Stand up,
traveling?
Hollis.
Is Hollis here?
Come
Hi,
out
Hollis.
here, Hollis. We can't see you standing against that dark board.
Welcome to New York City.
Welcome to the South.
Yeah, welcome to the South, where we still speak demeaningly to colored people. Yeah, that's what we do in the South. We still treat them like they're second-class citizens. But
He's not just black, he's super duper black.
Yeah, she's like, he's black as that board. It doesn't matter to me.
Smile for us.
Yeah.
The whole old-timey.
Yeah, so this is her this is to show you that she's not racist. I have this young man, he's black as that board. How could I be racist? I'm with this guy, he's as black as that board. That's like she's saying, normally if I was trying to hide my racism, I would just be friends with maybe a high yellow black. But since I'm...
Maybe like an oak.
Yeah.
A different kind of board.
There's one more clip, right, Hank? Let's play that clip.
But I tell people, this is my son by another father.
Yeah.
I mean, I
There's
love
some
this
breaking
young
news.
man. I would travel to hell with him, and I know I can trust him with my life, and color ain't got nothing to do with it. It's all about what's in here.
He's like a prop.
She is right about that board thing. I couldn't
even see him.
You couldn't see him at all.
couldn't see him.
But I love how she goes, and I love him. He's my son from another father. No, he's not your friend. He's not your son. That you and Dr. Laura need to know the difference between a friend and an employee. That's not your friend. He wouldn't be there without a check. Okay? It's not your buddy. Okay. All right. That's it. Anything?
He's her racism proof that she's not a racist. As long
like
as she
a park.
brings him along.
'Cause I paid
Look,
this
I'm with a
black
black guy. I can't be prejudiced. He's standing right next to me.
She
I
sound-
spoke to him earlier.
She sounds so drunk.
She does.
I know they talk a little slower in the South, but that is drunk.
Come on, y'all. It's my Hollis. Come on, y'all. I mean, he's as black as that.
You have to just assume you know what the final syllables are of the words she's trying to
Yeah,
pronounce.
you have to
Like
finish them
garble
herself.
and everything.
It's the group activities, finishing her sentences. But there she is trying to prove she's not a racist. And how does she do it? She brings out a really black guy. Look, I'm even friends with this guy. He's so black you can't even see him.
She hired him as a prop.
Yeah. I always hire black people to prove I'm not racist.